All right, cool.
Everybody, how you doing again, man? Bring it to you live,
Sal.
man. Jonathan.
Saturday, let's see what's going on in the markets.
Absolutely today, man. You were just talking about something beautiful that you've actually seen today. Industries that are experiencing promising.
This year should be a huge breakthrough for certain industries, especially ones that are relying on smart contracts. So Ethereum's kind of a no-brainer here, and EOS. We're seeing the finance and banking industry, obviously. That kind of goes without saying. That's almost goes back to Bitcoin and any of the main coins you're aware of.
Absolutely.
We've got a bunch of good ones. There's already a bunch of hospitals in Arizona that are getting into this and piloting these programs. So healthcare is a big industry to look at. We've been talking about in our first couple of videos the insurance industry. We know a few really good picks on that.
Yes.
We can continue going over that over time. And then education. I always thought gamifying education made a lot of sense. Make it fun for people and a lot more effectively.
Yeah, I know. Okay, we've been seeing a lot of instances of it. You know what I mean? And you're right. Gamifying it even for kids. We even thought about coming to cryptocurrency for that, for like little young ones, and make sure that they actually want to get educated.
That's right. Or get some credits for doing your homework or participating. Sort of gamifying the whole process, making it fun to learn.
Yeah.
Internet of Things is going to be huge. I mentioned that yesterday in the other video. I think the real one that really connects with Internet of Things, and you're seeing $1 trillion, is going to be IOTA, IOTA. I think that's going to be the only one so far. There'll probably be more in the future. It's the only one so far that can really handle the Internet of Things. So it's an enormous coin to keep an eye on.
And it says food and beverage, and I kind of agree with that too. I can totally
see that. You're seeing Bumblebee tuna is blockchaining, so you know where the tuna is coming from in order to determine how much mercury may be in that tuna. You're seeing Walmart begin to blockchain everything. So that's going to be a requirement through Walmart. So everything from produce to beef to chicken is going to have to be on the blockchain. Another good thing for food safety is we used to have these E. coli outbreaks, and with the blockchain, say for example spinach, you would be able to trace back to the exact farm and the exact day that spinach was picked, isolate it, and instead of recalling 1 million bags of lettuce, you may only need to recall 10,000.
No, I can totally see that's a big play, especially maybe even some of these like produce that we talked about. You know what I mean?
Right.
We said before, like some of the salmonella outbreaks or E. coli. I know they had a huge lettuce out scare with one of the farms, and they were trying to pinpoint which lettuce is actually is considered to be contaminated, and that I've read in the paper that cost that company millions, literally.
It did. And they also end up throwing out way more than they have to because they can't isolate it as well as they want to. Not to mention the customer would like to know, you know, for the sake of when they buy that spinach, they can feel confident in it. If they know, let's say they know a farm is safe and they say, I'm going to go back and buy that spinach, but I want it from that farm.
Exactly.
And blockchain is the only way they can really do that right now. So transparency is another one, especially preventing fraud. People like Gucci are going to use blockchain to be sure it's not a Chinese knockoff, that it's official Gucci.
It's not Moochie, or it's not like
right.
Gucci.
So those are all we're going to be covering a lot this year in our videos every day. We'll be giving you specific examples of altcoins that cover these spaces and give you a chance to get in on some of these opportunities. There'll be other industries that are still in their infancy, and we'll focus on those later as 2021 comes. But for 2020, we want to be right here because this is where all the growth is going to be in these variety of industries.
Have you seen the market? Is the perfect time to buy, man.
It is.
Oh my gosh, I feel like there's like a fire sale right now.
We saw huge gains in Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. Those are up. I'm not sure the exact numbers. I think Satoshi's Vision's up 30%. I think Bitcoin Cash, we'll get that up here.
Yeah, it's a 259 and it's actually down for the day. But it's just the perfect time to buy. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say.
The past 2 days, though, Bitcoin Cash is up something like 20%.
Exactly. Yeah.
Litecoin's up. These numbers, I guess, are calculating from right now. But last time I checked, Litecoin as of yesterday was also up around 11%. It was in the low 40s.
Yeah, it's 49, 40
down around the 270 range, so it's up a good 10%. Bitcoin SV in the past few days is up 30%. I think IOTA is maybe 15%.
Yeah.
So a lot of these things are moving. There's an incredible bull case for Binance Coin. somewhere up here. Binance Coin was brought up by Chingping Zhao, the founder of Binance Coin. He explained why, as a bull rally approaches, Binance Coin offers you a considerable discount on trading Bitcoin. So people are going to probably be utilizing the Binance Coin, even if all they're doing is trading Bitcoin or Ethereum. And that's going to give an incredible bull case for Binance Coin. It should have very minimum double to go much, much higher. That's come out this week, and I would definitely keep an eye on that. Oh, another one I really noticed, and I wish I would have bought some, but I didn't, is Dash. 2-3 days ago, I was going to buy it. It was in the 40s. Actually, about number 20, you had it. 21 here.
No, it's
I was going to buy it.
It's growing.
Go at $44, I think it was, and now it's 63. So you can see, even just today, and today's not even the better day, it's really killing it. There's a bunch of the community in Dash is strong. They always have been. There's unbelievable bull trend will form in Dash as soon as it begins, and you're seeing that with a 25% gain in the past 3 days. And today it was released that the Ethereum 2.0 has been approved by the lead developers. So we're not as far away from Ethereum 2.0 as we originally thought. Joseph Lubin, the Consensus CEO and founder, was saying 2020 should happen. There was a lot of doubt about that, but I think we're beginning to clear up that it will happen this year, and Ethereum is incredibly bullish for that reason.
Nice. That's going to make the markets go up for it. Not even a question.
It is. So we got a strong trend going. Now is a great time to buy. I think we're only going higher from here. There may be one dip or two, but overall we're going considerably higher.
And can I mention the ones that we talked about before, the altcoins that we talked about? Perfect time to buy too. It's always good to buy when it's low. And I'm telling you right now, Fidentia going on a low for a little bit. The majority of these smaller altcoins are actually going a little bit lower.
And you normally have a little longer before they go up. So they're not going to go up immediately. You have a little time to buy them before they go up. Fidentia is one good example. IX Ledger's another. I think it's at its all-time low at the moment.
It is.
Another really innovative one is EtherRisk. The coin symbol is DIP. I've watched interviews with the CEO of that company. He's incredibly innovative. His name is Steven Kapersicek. He's really innovative. He's invented several insurance types, including parametric insurance for flight delays and micro crops in Sri Lanka. So this one is incredibly innovative. They're going to continue pumping out new ideas, and they're an incredibly strong community, and they attend a lot of the developer conferences, so they have access to some of the best developers in the world.
Hey, you can tell it's very oscillating too, and it's graph too. And so, I mean, up 280% for the year. That's incredible. Try getting those returns in the market, in the stock market. I doubt it, right? So, but it's
that's one of them.
Nice.
They said IX Ledger, I think, is not far from coming out with their marketplace, so I think they're at an all-time low. So I think there's a lot of opportunity in that space.
Nice. And that insurance industry, I get it. And then I was looking at some of the ones that we talked about again. I know Datacoin's a little bit down too. That'll be perfect time to buy some more. And also,
have we mentioned silent notary at all? I don't know if we have.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
Okay, so after we showed the Illinois, the smart contracts are legally binding. That allows integration with the government, which allows an exceptional amount of growth for Ethereum and smart contracts in general. I think you're going to continue to see that rising, and the value of that is going to continue to rise as the use case and the network effect continues to grow on smart contracts.
Can you say that one more time? Look at it. Illinois legalizes blockchain in court.
Is automating the notary public system. It's called Silent Notary. It's been around a little over a year. Makes total sense. Notary public essentially stamp on the paper, signs the name. Could be done by a chimp. And that's not to be negative, but it's very ripe for innovation and for automation. So there's no reason silent notary SNTR couldn't grow exponentially as people reduce their costs for the notary services. And
you could buy almost a crap load of it right now. I'm telling you,
can. It's
super cheap.
To me it's a no-brainer that it's an obvious use case. Why couldn't the computer electronically sign a legal document? Very easy and ripe for automation.
Can I say the majority of real estate documents are actually in need of a notary? I don't think people some people, the common person doesn't know exactly. I know we mentioned a little bit earlier as far as the things that a notary could do. I used to be a notary, and it was just like you could do real estate documents, you could do marriage documents, anything legally that you need somebody to witness your signature on. You need a notary. For divorce papers, you need a notary in some instances. They actually do marriages. It's crazy. So I mean, title companies, each title company in the world, in the U.S. has to have a notary on staff just to actually notarize documents.
And, it's already being done in Nevada. There's a company, I can't think of the name offhand, but they do marriage licenses on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's pretty popular.
Nice.
And I attended here in the California legislature just to observe the passing of the law to allow for marriage licenses on the blockchain here in California. So it's spreading from state to state, and there's no reason it can't be automated. Another thing could be death certificates, could be automated. There's a whole variety of documents that could be put on the blockchain, and it would make it even easier for both you to access it. Like if you lose your marriage license, all you do is pull up the blockchain, boom, you've got it again, no problem, no cost to you. It's just more convenient.
Can I do my social security card? Because I lose that every single time.
That's what we were talking about with the key and then the identification tool. So your social security card would be it'd be a 2.0. It's not going to be a card with numbers anymore. It's going to be a unique blockchain signature. That way it's more difficult for someone to use your identity.
Yeah,
now if I know your 9 numbers, I'm you. So that's a problem. Right. So if you use the identification tool, it would be more, you would have to really be you.
Nice.
So it would be linked directly to your identity on the blockchain, and it would be unchangeable. So I think we're getting there. China with the keys doing it. I think it's Sierra Leone's doing it. Several countries are in on it. America's a little behind the curve at the moment, but I think they'll get there once other countries demonstrate how effective it is.
Gotcha. And obviously silent notary falls in one of the industries that we talked about in an article earlier, as far as for Illinois too. And we talked about it again, introducing evidence.
Right.
That's a huge article, man. I can't believe not more people are talking about that.
It's huge. It's spreading.
They legalize it there, man. They're going to legalize it in many other states.
And that's all big and important also with the insurance industry and a few other industries, because if you can't interact with the government, you're kind of not able to do insurance. So as they spread around and you can integrate with the government, then you're much more able to perform things like insurance, Social Security type transactions. The amount of things you can do grows exponentially. So government adoption is hugely important for smart contracting.
Nice. It already says Vermont and Arizona are already on it. So you have 3 states that are actually already involved in it. So yeah, Vermont, Arizona, and Illinois. It's just got to be able to spread like wildfire. And it makes a lot of sense too to hold evidence. You know what I mean? I can imagine putting evidence in the smart in the blockchain, and I'd be able to introduce it and not lose it. How many cases have been won or lost evidence? You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, what an inconvenience if you drop and lose that Social Security card.
Yeah. Right? Someone try to use it.
Same with your marriage license or your birth certificate.
Yeah.
If all you had to do is pull it up on the blockchain, print it off on your printer, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
If you have to go do 3 to 6 weeks, send to the government, pay them $100 fee. It's a lot less efficient than the blockchain.
A driver's license too. One more thing too. I just thought about that too. I was watching a video. Someone kids actually does a website that makes really good fake IDs, and obviously that's a liability for, you know what I mean. If I'm a bar and I'm selling something to a minor, you know what I mean. And I wasn't trying to. It was a good ID.
Eventually, you may even get passports on the blockchain.
True, that would be huge.
that would be really a lot more efficient. You might not have to stand in those long lines as you get off the airplane right now.
Oh yeah,
TSA. A little more. So the blockchain smart contracting, which is primarily right now Ethereum, although you want to keep a lookout on EOS and Tron. And there are a few others, but those three cover 99% of all smart contracts in existence right now. And Ethereum appears to be the one that the government's more open to using. In other words,
nice.
is going to have the largest use case and therefore the biggest potential for growth. So really keep your eye on Ethereum. I think it has a chance of really breaking out in the next week or two.
People saying it's always going to overtake Bitcoin. I love to see the data that happens.
It really could, because there's more total coins and more total use cases. Yeah. So the market cap could go higher. Coin for coin, I think Bitcoin will probably be the king, but there are more. They're about 6-1 Ethereum for Bitcoin, so it could grow larger in total.
True, and also use too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Anything else you want to tell our users?
I feel like I don't know if we've covered it, but in this past week, XRP landed a big deal with the oldest bank in Thailand.
Oh.
And I think there's a lot of built-up demand for XRP. There's potential for an unbelievable swing upwards in XRP. Ripple makes sense. It's even been praised by Christine Lagarde, the former head of the IMF, and now the current head of the European Central Bank. So that's a really big endorsement for somebody at that level to endorse a cryptocurrency is unprecedented. So.
Nice. Launching apps. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Siam Commercial Bank, which is a really old, traditional, and trusted bank. It services more than just Thailand also. I believe it serves all the countries down in that area. So Vietnam, maybe Myanmar, a few places are covered by this. So it's just the trend is continuing. I think one of the reasons you're seeing early adoption in Thailand is a lot of people who are entrepreneurial, who are millennials, who are roughly our age. They're deciding it's much easier to start our business in Thailand than it is in America.
Less legal, less laws, less taxes, right?
So what you're seeing is largely Western entrepreneurs who are doing this, and it shows up in Thailand because they're living there currently. They're expatriates, expats, and I think it's a pretty wonderful lifestyle, actually.
I like what they say too, as far as people must go physically into the bank, fill out this long, huge, complicated form, and then wait for payments versus obviously sending it and receiving it super easy. You know what I mean?
Right. That goes back to the original argument in favor of Bitcoin. We would argue, do you want your 3 business days? And remember, that's business days. So that Sunday is going to tack on a 4th day if it goes through a Sunday.
True.
Or do you want my Bitcoin sent to you in about an hour, although they've tightened that up over time. But that's the basic premise. And not to mention, do you want an intermediary like a bank who can say, oh, wait, Jonathan, for X reason, I'm blocking this.
Yeah.
Or do you want a direct transaction where nobody can say anything?
Direct. And no kidding. I want it super direct.
Much better than a bank for a whole variety of reasons.
True. I see these intermediate companies like Western Unions that charge like exuberant amount of money just to get it transferred. You know what I mean?
Oh, and I've heard of people who simply don't trust the bank. They'd like to withdraw $5,000-$10,000.
Yeah.
The bank asks them why. And in some cases, you have to fill out paperwork explaining why, as if you're some potential criminal when it's your money.
Money. Like crazy.
They have no right to do that. So crypto is really addressing that issue. And I think people, as they realize the limitation of banking, they're going to continue coming over to crypto, especially as it appreciates in value.
No, that's very, very true. That makes all sense of why the market's going to go up and the use and need for it. And people are starting to realize it more and more.
And see down here, this is hugely why I'm so bullish. Go down a little bit to near the bottom of this article. Right here, go up a little bit. 86% of China's population uses mobile payments.
Yeah.
Incredibly high number. That's why I recommend Chinese blockchains like the Key, VeChain, because they're ready like this. Whereas America, maybe 4 or 5 years before we're ready, China's ready tomorrow. Okay, and the same is almost true in Thailand at 67%. So it's just a no-brainer to go where it's already ready.
And they're saying they're going to expand it to Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam.
Yeah, I believe Vietnam's an early adopter too. Quite a few things are going on in Vietnam.
I also read an article too yesterday. It was talking about Africa, like different parts of Africa
Africa's
are quickly adopting that blockchain.
Someone did a crypto raise, and I think in 2017 at the peak, to do the first one of the nations in Africa completely equipped with broadband, and it was all done through an ICO and through crypto money.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a really a potential to upgrade Africa. Africa is a great place actually for an entrepreneurs to start with the thought of 20 years down the road.
I can definitely see it. Not even a question, man. I can't wait for it.
Well, I think it's good to see the markets moving higher. Let's just enjoy that, sort of vibe off that, and continue enjoying that. I think we're slowly going to head into a bull run and continue there. I think we're going to be happy and smiling almost every time we post for you guys. So I hope you guys can get into it and get happy too.
Absolutely.
This is our year 2020. So let's be happy. Let's enjoy every minute of it.
Exactly. I can't agree even more. And this is the time to buy. I'm telling you right now. With the market down and when everybody is kind of in it, you know what I mean? Not really in it right now. This is the time to actually pick up as many coins as you possibly can. I know.
Not only that, actually, an article that Bitcoin or blockchain developers are predicted in the next 2 to 3 years to have salaries around $130,000 a year.
Oh, so wow, that's right.
One of the Ethereum academies, an IOTA academy. Just get in there. Just take that academy. Put in the 6 weeks. And you may have a skill that's better than a 4-year degree in college.
Yes.
So really apply yourself, enjoy yourself, and put 4 years in grinding, and I bet you come out quite happy and wealthy, and not to mention skilled and knowledgeable.
That's true. That is so very true. I read the same too. I'm not sure if it was the exact same thing. It was like a drop university. They were talking about different salaries. It's going to be like up to 130,000. Actually, more than almost a software engineer.
And the reason for that is the same as the 90s. You're going to have most companies with the potential to raise many billions on blockchain and only, let's say, 40,000 developers. So guess what happens to the price of each developer?
They go
up, because the companies want that $1 billion. They're not going to say, oh, we're canceling our $1 billion project because of your salary. They're going to pay you what you get. You're going to make a lot of money because they're making even more than you are. So it's really lucrative.
I know that both of us are trying to get. I know you're already kind of like that level, but I'm trying to get to that IOTA level with that. Not even question.
I think we have a few interesting ideas, and in IOTA, and we may end up coding IOTA, and we may share with you some of our coin ideas along the way, because we have some interesting ideas in Ethereum and also in IOTA. So maybe you guys can be a part of that too.
Hey, absolutely. We would love to have you guys a part of it. So drop us a comment, drop us a like. Hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, remember we're early here, so give us that like and subscribe, because at the moment we could use the momentum, guys. So appreciate the support and enjoy your weekend.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.
Cool, man.
Hold up.